Hello YouTube, I'm Joanna and this is Tina and we are crafting with Tina. Today is a follow-up to the piñata that we started the other day and we get to do the most fun part, which is decorate it. Now I learned a few things while making the piñata, which I'll show you here. Hear that? It's dry now. So a few things that I learned. You want to do just a couple layers at a time and then let it dry. What I initially had read said it would dry in about 24 hours. That was not the case. To me it seemed 2, maybe even 3 days to dry. So if you're doing this craft for somebody's birthday or celebration, just make sure that you start it. I would recommend at least a week, maybe a couple weeks before the actual day, because that will give you plenty of time to let it dry. What do you think, Tina? Tina agrees. Tina agrees and she is ready for her dinner. So I'm going to set out her little licky mat here and she'll hang out with us while we craft. For the supplies today, you'll use tissue paper, and this I just cut into tiny little squares and didn't take long at all. Just sort of layered it up so that I could cut several layers at a time because it's so thin. And then I also chose to do maybe some longer ones, some longer fringe with this pink. There's a lot of different ways that you can decorate a piñata, and the technique I'll show you today uses a little pencil. I saw this on Pinterest, so let's see if this is a Pinterest win or a Pinterest fail. Let's go for it. Okay, so I brought a bowl out to hold this steady. This actually just fell on the ground and you would never know. I had a balloon in here, as you'll remember from the last video, and I just took a needle and I popped that, and then it slowly shrank down and I shook it out of here. So now we've got a spot for the candy to go and this lovely piñata to decorate. By special request, I was asked to decorate this like a COVID-19 piñata because I know a certain someone who's feeling very angry that they aren't able to go roller skating for their birthday party like they wished, and would like to take out some of their anger out on COVID-19. And I think that we are all feeling some anger right now about shelter in place and about the different things that are happening due to the coronavirus. So I'm gonna honor their request and decorate this like the coronavirus. If you haven't seen pictures, I'm sure you've seen pictures, they're all over the news. They have these little spokes coming out of them. And corona, I believe, means crown. They have these little crown-shaped spokes. So I'm just going to draw some circles around to show me where I want to put those spokes. Also learned something very interesting. Why, hello there, Tina. Do you want to come sit in my lap? I also learned something very interesting about the coronavirus, which is that it's so tiny that it actually doesn't have color. And when you see it in photographs and it has color, it's because scientists have dyed it so that it will show up better under a microscope. So keeping that in mind, it occurred to me that really this model here, this piñata, could be any color we wish. And I thought more festive than like the colors I've been seeing, which are like gray and red and sort of gloomy, because this is for a birthday, I'm going to make it white and pink because I just think that'll look a little prettier. So just adding these little circles. You can see I started to test out the decorating technique there, which I will show you all how to do. It's going to take a bit. This is not not a quick and easy project. You know, you'll see things on Pinterest that are like, make this in 30 minutes. I'm like, I don't know what kind of piñata they're making, because it's a bit of a commitment, but I think that it's gonna pay off. I hope it's gonna look really cool, and I think that it will be a fun way to celebrate. And we all need that sort of thing, since we're not able to celebrate by going out with friends and doing the kinds of things that we typically would for special occasions. Okay, so I've got a number of big circles on here to indicate where I'm going to put the spots. I'm going to have like big pink spots to represent the crowns coming out. And then I'm going to make the rest of it white. So let's get started. What do you think, Tina? She says, I'm fine to get started if you keep giving me treats. Okay. Can you sit over here, baby? Oops. Okay. Alright, so what I did was I covered this with glue. I'm using some tacky glue. You could also use Elmer's school glue. Anything of that nature will work. I'm using this because I happen to have a couple bottles of it, so it seems like a good time to go through some of my stock. Then you want to place the tissue paper and twist, and then just pop that on there with your pencil. Twisting, pop that on there. And you can leave a little bit of space between each one to save time, because it's sort of full enough that they don't have to be crammed right together. I am going to speed through this process so you guys can watch as I go. I do expect that it'll probably take me about an hour or so to do, and I'm just going to take a wild guess that you probably don't want to watch an hour of me decorating this. You would rather get started on your own and decorate your own. So we will speed through. You're going to see this process completed in about 20 times the pace that it would normally take. You ready, Tina? Let's go.
Mrs. Robinson, Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. We'd like to know a little bit about you for our files. We'd like to help you learn to help yourself. Look around you, all you see are sympathetic guys. Stroll around the grounds until you feel at home. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hello again. Man, was that a journey. I think it took about 2 hours to create all of the decorations for the piñata. Overall, though, I would say it turned out pretty great. So here is our piñata, decorated by special request as COVID-19, so that we can beat the coronavirus together. Thank you so much for watching.